Bye.
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 Hello there, guys, everybody. It's me, Brian Cockle, on the Taxman Show. And with Sam and Chrissy today, they're going to tell you about the products they sell and how it can help you. Instead of using stuff off the doctors and getting your bad kidneys and livers off Nurofen and all these type of painkillers, these guys are going to help you. So, guys, can you introduce yourselves, please?
Hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm from UK CBD Oils, and I'm certified CBD coach also, and have a degree in food, nutrition, and health science. And this is just my partner, Sam.
Yeah, I'm just a CBD user. I just use CBD. It's Chris's company, but obviously I can explain my experiences with it as well and how we've gone through it. But obviously I'm Chris's partner as well. So
Could you just explain to the viewers? A lot of viewers think that CBD is a drug what you take and you get off your head. You're don't know why you're head. Can we just explain? Yeah.
So the CBD, they remove like the THC. So some products have 0 THC, some have small doses of THC. So we do full spectrum that has small doses of THC, but it's less than 1 milligram per container. So it shouldn't show up on drug tests and it wouldn't get you high. But we do a full range. So we do products suitable for people who don't want any THC as well. But this product here is if I can get the camera. It's a full spectrum. So this does have contain THC, but very small doses of it. We're all lab tested as well, and we won an award in 2019 for the best lab testing in the whole of the UK. So
just let the people know, lab tested means this. When they say what's on the label, they're not always truthful. Where yours was number one in the country, I do believe, because a lot of the other ones were saying they would say 80% or something, and there was only maybe 10%. So it wasn't working because it wasn't saying what was on the label.
Yeah, it happened a lot, that didn't it? Yeah, a lot of stuff's been tested like that.
Yeah, with a full spectrum, you can't get higher than the 15% one because of the THC levels for that. We were sent an extract once, which claimed to be, I think it was like 80%. But it was like really hard in a tube, and you couldn't get it out the tube. You'd had to heat it up, and the THC levels of that would have been too high for the UK, so we obviously couldn't sell that.
So can you tell us how it works on the brain, how it stops the pain in the body? Because a lot of people, I suffer from arthritis, and I've had these operations. Your dad's my friend, and obviously he got me some, and I've taken it, and it's brilliant. I take 3 drops, put under the tongue for 90 seconds. And I was taking 10, 12 Nurofen a day, ibuprofen, paracetamol, and all these different painkillers. I've stopped them, and it's brought my blood pressure down, and also it calms me down when I go to sleep as well.
Yeah. Basically, our body has an endocannabinoid system. So we produce our own cannabinoids, and the CBD is a cannabinoid. So it gets our system producing its own. It increases your hormone production. It works on certain receptors in the body as well. It works on cytokine production, which helps with modulating inflammation and pain. Our products are high in CBDA, which is good for like pain as well. In regards to like sleep and things, it just helps relax people before they go to sleep. It's good for anxiety and things like that because it helps increase your serotonin levels as well. But we produce our own cannabinoids, so we're like
a lot of people don't know that, do they?
No, not many people do, and it was only discovered in 1993 about this system in our body, and it controls a lot of what's going on. So the reason that it's so frowned upon to make claims is it's still in early research. So they don't know enough about it, but there is a lot of research with a lot of articles where it's saying people are using it for this and what it's helping for.
Because you can't actually claim anything, can you, as a company? Like, you can't claim, Brian. So you can't say this is going to help for this or this is. It's only on people's personal experience, like yourself or myself. I use it for the same reason as you, Brian. Training all the years, boxing, my hands are awful. But with CBD, I just find them a lot easier. My hands are better. My knees, my hips, everything. Yeah, same as you.
Yeah, well, my friend, he's just got some AJ from Liverpool, and we sent it to his mum in Isle of Wight, I think it's Isle of Man, somewhere like that. And she can't bend over, she can't do washing or nothing. And she's been on it one day, and she's bending over, doing the washing, cleaning, going to bed, going to sleep. She can't believe how good the difference is. And she's on a pile of different tablets off the doctors, costing £9 on prescription.
Yeah.
cheaper than buying that, and then there's no side effects of the CBD like there's of these painkillers. You get addicted to tramadols and gabapentins and all these type of side effects of them. It's terrible, and then you get stuck on them because they're like an opiate.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We've had people using it to help with addictions. So I did have someone the other year who came in and said it was helping them come off cocaine. Or we've had a lot of people replacing smoking weed with taking CBD. We do like the whole range. So we do like vapes, capsules, oil drops. We promote more oil drops and capsules to vapes because obviously vaping isn't the most healthiest thing to do, but vaping CBD is healthier than vaping nicotine.
Yeah, that's one of the vapes there.
Yeah, we do. This is just a vape boost, so it's unflavoured, just CBD. And we do this because people like different flavours, so they can add it to their own flavours then.
Right. I was just going to say that there's no, you don't get addicted to it, do you? And you don't get dizzy when you're on like normal.
No.
You see people falling all over the can.
It's not like you. Say if you took THC in a joint or even the RSO oil they do, you feel a bit spaced out and sleep. It's not. You don't get any of that now.
You can drive normal. You can operate cars. You can ride. You can go.
Of course, yeah.
The British Railway recommended taking our CBD products before, and with it being full spectrum, they said it was allowed, even though the THC, because it won't fail the drug testing. And we have a lot of like taxi drivers,
a lot of athletes as well.
Yeah, athletes.
Yeah, a lot of boxers, MMA fighters, rugby players. A lot of athletes use CBD now. Yeah. It's getting
with the British Rail being on board, you're right. You're on the right track then. Stand the punt. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We can't see the comments.
Sorry about the joke. Yeah, I've used it myself about a year or so now, and with the operation, the vertebrae, the excruciating you take. But all the morphine I was on, and I was on all these different types. Now and then I still have to take it when I'm really bad. But that CBD oil helps you when you're down, because you get depressed, don't you, sometimes when you're in pain, constantly in pain 24 hours a day. So people who are in chronic pain like myself, my right hand's in pain 24 hours a day. When I take that, it seems to go away. And you take it under the tongue. I take 3 drops for 90 seconds because there's a receptor site under your tongue, I do believe. And you take it there and you leave it, and within 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it works for about 5 or 6 hours on me.
Yeah. Yeah. And someone was saying that they've tried many CBD products and they haven't worked. With CBD, it's finding out what dose helps you. Also, there is thousands of brands out there. So if you took like full spectrum, isolate products.
That's the isolate you do, yeah.
That's an
isolate box.
So that's like an isolate product.
So zero THC in that.
But it's just CBD so it hasn't got the CBD in it, which is more for pain. Also, some people get the oil and just stick at 1 dose, and then they think, it's not working. They need to up the dose to find out what works for them. So we advise starting on low drops and slowly increasing the dosage to find out what helps them. My staff, when she first started, she had a frozen shoulder, and it took her about 4 weeks.
The dog?
No, my staff member, Vicky.
I think the staff you will tell you then.
She when she first started, she had a bad frozen shoulder. Right. And it took her about 4 weeks before it started to really kick in. But some people, it can be the first day. Some people, it could be a few weeks, a month. Everyone's body is different with CBD. Yeah, and someone's saying a lot of companies sell sham CBD, and they do. They are going through something called the novel food licensing at the moment, which means no new brands should be starting up now. And any brand started after February 2020 was supposed to close business.
So they couldn't produce any more products, basically.
And any brands prior 2020 February, they can carry on selling while they're going through the application for the novel food. Normally, they would stop everyone selling it, put through all the applications, and then restart selling it. But with the pandemic and Brexit, if they close the CBD industry down, it'd be just a lot more jobs gone. So it will be getting more licensed soon.
More regulated.
Yeah, really. More regulated.
So like you were saying earlier, Boy, about people's percentages and stuff being under what they say, like that should really get rid of all that, you know?
Yeah. Someone's saying, which CBD would I need for anxiety? I would go for a lower strength CBD for anxiety because too much can trigger it. So most start with a 500 milligram full spectrum oil or like a 500 milligram pure range isolate oil. We have the most reviews on our full spectrum because it's what we've sold for 4 years. And we've sold the isolate range for the last couple of years because that's what most places are selling. So we just wanted to offer the full range basically.
And in that 4 years, I do believe Chrissy told me you haven't had any complaints of anyone. Everyone's been 100% with the products and thinking they're great compared to other products that they've bought and they haven't worked.
Yeah, some people have actually gone elsewhere for cheaper, and then end up binning the products and coming back. And don't get me wrong, we won't be the only people that sells the good quality, but we only deal with good quality, and that's for a fact. But there's companies out there that don't care about the quality, or there's companies sell about 5 different CBD brands, and I'm like,
what can you tell what's good or not?
Yeah, what's the difference between all these different brands? It should all be the same, basically. Full spectrum or isolate, or you can get broad spectrum, which is got the full plant but no THC.
Yeah, it's not always about what's in the bottle. It's what's in the bottle, what they're mixing it with. And sometimes they're putting, it's like anything. You can mix it and make it weaker. You could go out for a short, that much of a short, and drink. You could be doing that.
Same as that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a bit like alcohol. If you just go out and have 10 pints, you're going to be bad. So you can't do the same. You can't take loads of CBD on the first day because you're going to be bad as well. So I always say to people, start off when you're doing anything like training, start off with a little bit and then build up slowly till your body gets tolerance or your body gets to the level where it's working. Where if you take too much alcohol on the first day or too much CBD, obviously it can be bad for you.
My mother suffers with really bad arthritis.
Just reading the comments, right?
Yeah, no problem.
I'm willing to give her some CBD. What brand and strength would you recommend? If she's new to CBD, then most start on 500 milligram or 1,000 milligram full spectrum. Obviously, I would recommend my brand, UK CBD Oils, but there is other brands out there. But if she's on any medication, you do need to speak to your doctor, because it can interact with some medications. Mainly blood pressure medications. We've had someone recently who's got terminal cancer, and he's on a lot of blood pressure medication, but he wanted to go on CBD, so the doctors are monitoring him while using the CBD.
It was actually his doctor advised him, didn't he, to go on to CBD as well. A lot of doctors now are advising it as well, which is good.
Emma's put your hand up at the back there to ask me some questions.
Right, there's just a few questions coming through. So people want you to cover prices, which you can come to whenever you get to that bit.
Yes.
People are saying, do you provide lab results for the CBD?
Yes.
We've
got lab testing on our website.
On the website,
we are waiting on some new stock to arrive, and they'll be all gone under new lab testing.
What's next?
And then people are just saying they've tried stuff from like other places and it hasn't done anything for them. And I said yours is.
I could back that up, Emma, because before I met Chrissy, I actually went on a brand. Do you want me to say the brand? It was a brand called CBD Brothers. I was using that, and it was good. It was really good. It was working well for my pain, my sleep, everything else. And it was expensive though. I think the equivalent of which bottle was it? The 15%, that one up there, which that one's 60
at the moment.
£60 at the moment, that one on UK CBD. It was over about £150 for the same sort of size bottle. But it worked. But then I thought this is really expensive now. So I went to a cheaper brand from Holland and Barrett or something, and it just did nothing. All my pain came back in my hands. And then obviously I met Chrissy and obviously got on their CBD, UK CBD oils. So I can back that up saying some CBD doesn't work because it's probably not what they say it is. Yeah.
Can you see the questions, Chrissy?
Yeah, I put them on.
So if you can see them at the side, if there's any that you see that one, because Brian can't see them on his screen at the minute.
Oh, right, okay.
Just let you answer them.
So you can answer the question.
How much for the full spectrum? So maximum dose. Do they mean what's the maximum dosage, or what's the price? of so the price, the highest oil is normally £64. It's on offer for 60. With all the strengths, so they all work the same. It's just the higher the strength, the less you need to take. It's just different concentrations. So it's all the same oil. It's just different concentrations. So if you're on the 5% oil, you would take 3 times more oil than you would on the 15% oil for the same dose. So like 5% is 2.5 milligram per drop, and 15% is 7.5 milligram per drop.
So to me, you'd be better off getting the high dose and take less drops.
I mean, it would probably work out more cost effective, but
we don't advise going straight to the high dose, though, because we put my nana on the highest dose when we first opened. She was having trouble sleeping, restless legs, and she ended up oversleeping and feeling tired the next day. So she dropped down to a lower strength and she was okay. So that's why we always say start on a lower dose. And also, people say, is any side effects with CBD? Normally, most people don't have side effects, but you get the odd person that could get like a bit of an upset tummy. So again, that's why we say start on a low dose and build up, because if you start taking the oil and you get an upset tummy, it'll put you off. So just start low and slowly increase.
I found that the side effects was you got no pain.
Yeah,
that's always a good one, isn't it?
The pain I'm in is excruciating with the vertebrae.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Rods in me, you've seen me, and the lower back done, so my hand paralysed. And I've just had some about an hour before I come on, and I come on here and it keeps me calm, and you're level-headed and you feel good. You go to bed, I take a little time. I only take a couple of drops and I'm 20 stone. So it works for me. And I haven't gone up or down. I just started off with just 1 drop, and then I went to 2.
Yeah, you started to go up.
Do you have a shop near Borough Road? Yeah, that's our shop.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard us on TFM?
Yeah.
Recently. We've just got an advertisement on TFM radio station.
And all the links to the channel and the website and to the shop are underneath this channel.
We've already got them. So we've already got all them on there. So if you want to have a look, guys, for any of these products that are on here.
Really interesting.
Go through a few of the products then.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. So people know what you want.
For anyone that doesn't like the taste of the oils, we do full spectrum
there you go.
capsules.
Yeah.
So with a full spectrum capsule, obviously you lose a little bit when you're swallowing it and it's going through your digestive system. So they're 25 milligram per capsule. But obviously you lose a little bit of that through digestion. That's why oil drops is the best, because you can hold it under your tongue and it can get through your membranes and your receptors. But obviously if you don't like the taste of the oils, that we do have, that's saying that one.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And then we do pastes.
That's the one I use, the paste. Yeah.
I can't do it.
There you go. I'll do it.
These ones are like a stronger dose as well. So 1 click's 25 milligram. And people use these for cooking with as well, like making cakes or like chocolates and things.
It's a bit thicker than the oil as well. Yeah, a little bit thicker. That's what I use, Bri, that one, the paste.
Can you rub it on yourself or not? Or is it for cooking?
We've got the creams for that.
Yeah, that's the one. I've had that one. It's quite good.
We get amazing feedback off this. We also do like bundle deals with the creams and the oils together. It's 300 milligram of CBD per pot, but it goes a long way. And we've had people using it waiting for knee replacements, or like bad backs. I did a fit in August, and there was a guy who got it from there. And he's been on it ever since, and he come off his pain relief for his knees just with the cream.
I use it after runs. I do. If I go, I do 10k runs quite often. If I go running, and then when I run, I rub it into my calves and that, and my foot, my quads. The next day I'm fine. Where before I was really sore and aching in my knees, but I put that on the night before, and I wake up really well the next day.
And then we also do a salmon one for CBD. That's ideal for pets and things, but again, we advise to speak with your vets before giving it to your pets. My dad's dog was on it for over 4 years for his like arthritis. This is THC free, because THC can be quite bad for our pets. Some people do use full spectrum on the pets, but a very low dose, so 250 milligram oil, which is only a low dose then. But most find these are good enough. And we've got people using it for pets with epilepsy, or like arthritis, or for firework night as well, to help chill them out.
That sounds good. My dog hates the wind and everything. You'd probably be on it every day though. How long does the bottle last of the CBD if you took, say, maybe 2 or 3 drops a day? Every day.
You get 200 drops in a bottle. So 4 drops a day would be 50 days. 2 drops a day would be like 100 days. 6 drops a month. Some people go through a bottle every couple of weeks. Some people it could last them a few months. Depends on the dose. When I first opened, I had a lady and she was in like every 2 weeks for a 5% oil. And I was like, increase to the next one up and then it'll last you longer. And she was like, oh no, I like what I'm taking. Yeah. But in the end, she was reducing it down to every 6 weeks because as it built up in a system, she was able to reduce her dosage in.
That works out about 70 pence a day. Paid free for that. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Just go through some of the comments.
Yeah, I'm just seeing one thing. Just a joint do the same thing. Well, it's got higher THC.
Less. With a joint, if you get pulled in a car driving, you get caught. It's in your system for weeks and weeks. And also with a joint, if you have a car crash, your insurance is void because you're off your head on the drugs and it's in your system. You lose your license. Where this is not a drug where it shows up on the spectrum because there's not enough in it.
That's right.
Joints for CBD. There's places out there that sell there's places out there that sell like CBD buds, which is no THC, or you can get like hemp fags, which is just CBD without any THC again. But this is like illegal.
Massive grey area.
Sell it as like CBD tea, but really it's not. And we don't sell it because we have the chance of being raided if we did, and they take all your stock. It's up to the police if they'd want to like pursue it. So it's not worth the risk. We do get offered it a lot, we get people asking if we sell it, but we don't deal with that. But we haven't heard that much good feedback about the flowers.
Right. And has that got the THC where you can get stopped?
No, it's no THC. It's just the
very low.
It's just the flowers that's come off. So basically, the CBD comes from a different plant. It's the same plant but grown for a lower THC. So obviously they've got the buds, so they've started selling them off. So you smoke it like you would a joint. But you won't get
I can see where the police are coming from there, though, because there's no difference to them when they see a bud. It's a bud.
No, because it'll smell the same.
It looks exactly the same, right? Yeah.
So then if they come in there, they're going to take everything because they think it's illegal, don't they? And then they test it. It's too late when it's legal then because you've already ruined it.
Yeah.
Can you get CBD with eucalyptus? You can do. I mean, there'll be companies out there probably does it. We can't bring out any new products at the moment with the whole novel food application. So once that's all sorted, we can look into other products. But at the moment, we can't bring it out.
How long will that be before you can get products then?
I think it was the end cutoff was March to apply for it, but they're very late in going through it all. So it could be next year yet. I have seen companies starting up, and they shouldn't be starting new brands, but they won't be on the license. So when you get on the license, everyone will be a list for the public, so everyone will know that their products are being tested by the government, so they're suitable for sale, and they are what they claim they are, like what's in the bottle, basically. Yeah.
So how do we test? How do we get to look for yours? Is it just on your site to look to see what's all above board? Now I know it is, but you get people a bit pickly want to know the ins and outs of everything. So we just want to get it straight.
So let's say, what makes these products better than the stuff they've tried that isn't so good?
They've just explained that there's stuff that's in them. I'll let them guys explain.
It just depends on what products they've been on, like whether it's full spectrum, whether it's isolate, what strength full spectrum product they've took, and what dosaging they've tried.
Whether it was what it says it was.
Someone came in my shop the other week and was like, "Do I do the same as this oil?" And they just showed me a bottle, just like a bottle like this. And they were like, and I was like, "Oh, what did you pay for that?" And they're like, £30. And it was just hemp oil. So ours is suspended in hemp oil, but with all the full spectrum CBD in, where theirs had just hemp oil and paid 30 quid for it. So obviously being ripped off. We also do gummies. We have low on these at the moment though, but we do gummies. We get a lot of people using them for children with like autism, ADHD.
That's good.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, my son Louis, but uses the gummies as well. He's autistic. Right. Brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Especially for parents who've got kids who've got ADHD, they can't.
Is there a great area with full spectrum? My supplier stopped selling it, because most people haven't applied for the full spectrum in the novel food application, where we are on the application with our manufacturers. So I think getting on the application is easier with isolate products, but we wanted to stick with full spectrum. It is hard to get hold of full spectrum at the moment because of all Brexit and things, but we didn't want to change from full spectrum because we believe that's the best you can get, and it works all round for most things. So if you switch to isolate, it's not going to get the same results with people with pain. Some people do use it for pain and get results off it, but not for most people. They need full spectrum.
Like, can you get like, you know, when you take it over the time, you take it every day. Can you get immune to it?
Not immune, no. I wouldn't say immune. And sometimes people, like, if they feel like it's not helping, have a little few days break and then start again, but they shouldn't get immune to it, like tablets and things.
Yeah, and you can't get addicted to it like you can tramadol.
No, you can't get addicted.
Or diazepams and all these type of stuff. Because once you take one or two of them after a few days, you've got to up it and you've got to up it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like if you were to constantly use CBD, it wouldn't cause like long-term damage. Some people use it on and off. Some people use it constantly. I've used it myself on and off for like anxiety myself, and I find I need like 3 or 4 days to get into my system before it starts working for me. But some people have come into my shop and they've took it the first night and they feel great the next day. Everyone's just so different with it.
Mine's only about half an hour and it's in my system and it works. But I do what you do. I only take it now and then if I'm having a really painful day. So I don't do it all the time. So I just take a couple of drops, 2 or 3 drops, and about 5 hours it'll last till I go to bed. Sometimes middle of the night, I get that restless leg syndrome, which is a nightmare to sleep.
Yeah.
Put it as well, it really stops your legs.
Someone's saying my mother has microvascular disease. It's a form of dementia. Would it help? I had one customer taking it for dementia, and he got really good results. Unfortunately, he passed away with COVID last year, but he was on the oil for 2 years, and his wife, he lived at home with his wife and had carers in, and she said it helped him communicate more. Also, with dementia, I would probably go with taking krill oil. And another one is astaxanthin. My dad highly recommends that a lot. And blueberries every day as well. Blueberries is really good for your brain. But again, with CBD, just make sure you speak to your doctors to make sure it doesn't interact with any medications.
Yeah, I always say about training. Before you train, go and see your doctor, get a full checkup before you start the gym. Make sure you're in good condition before you could make
it. Yeah, make sure there's nothing underlying.
I thought the shop was closed down as the shutters have been down all the time.
It's probably just these opening hours.
So Monday to Friday we're open 10 till 5:30. And then on a Saturday, we're open 9 till 4. We were shut down for obviously all the lockdowns in COVID. But no, we're open 10 till 5:30 Monday to Friday and 9 till 4. We can also deliver locally as well. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I can deliver to anyone around Middlesbrough because I've got staff in the shop, or my partner can deliver some days as well if you can't make it to the shop.
Does there have to be a specific price what they have to buy when you just
No. I'll deliver. I delivered to someone in Redcar the other week for one oil, but that's 20-minute drive for me. But she was a new customer and she couldn't get to the shop and she wanted information.
I've take products out, can't you?
Yeah, I've also offered like for some elderly people to go around the house, show them the products and explain it. Not to make them buy, because some of them go away and speak to the doctors, but to give them advice. But if they can't get into the shop, it's better face to face than over the phone to explain, I find.
See, I find myself.
Yes, we post it out. We're online. We post it DPD or Royal Mail. And any orders over £60, you can click free shipment.
What I find is a lot of people, even myself, when I first was getting, I think, what was it? Is it like the stuff you smoke? So a lot of people are a little bit scared of that, aren't they? But it's got nothing to do with the stuff you smoke. But
no, my 90-year-old man.
A lot of the older generation are like skeptical, thinking, is it illegal? And to be honest, sometimes we wish we didn't go with the logo we did, because obviously we went for the
leaf, the cannabis leaf. Yeah.
But I like the logo. But we did change all the shop because that used to have all the logos all over. So we changed it all in the lockdown, and it's all like nice and white and clean, and it's got a nice flower wall. It's just nice. I mean, people are more than welcome to pop in for a chat. We can give you a cup of tea if you've got any questions, or you can even book in with me to have a chat about the products. You don't have to buy. Just come in and have a chat if you've got questions.
That's fantastic, that.
Any more questions on that?
I'm just looking. Usually old generation mentality. How much do you sell them for? The products vary. So £23 up to £64 for the full spectrum, but some of them are on offer at the moment on the website. And then the pure ranges, again, they're normally £25 up to £45, but again, they're on offer at the moment. I think the starting price on a pure range is £17. We brought our prices down leading up to Christmas because we do understand it's like a expense for some people. So we wanted to bring our prices down from now until Christmas to help our customers.
Like I said, if it lasts 56 days,
everyone's welcome to come for a free tea.
We're talking about less than £1 a day, though, to be paid free. So surely less than £1 a day is great to pay for being paid free, because people are paying £10 for a prescription. They don't even work after so long. They're taking loads of painkillers and Nurofen and all sorts of stuff, and they're addicted to them, and it ruins your teeth, ruins your kidneys, ruins your liver. This doesn't you get addicted? It's not against the law. You can take it. I can guarantee it works 100%. I don't tell lies, guys. 1,000,000% it works, and it does work, and it is good. It stops that a bit. It stops people around with panic attacks as well. Panic.
Oh, we've had loads. A lot of people. A lot of people suffer with anxiety, especially since the lockdowns. Will this help with PTSD? There's a lot of research to suggest that it will, and also my partner suffers with PTSD, and he finds CBD good for him, and especially when it's helping him.
When I come off it, I can tell the difference. I start, it's suffering quite bad, especially with sleep, bro. I tell you, with sleep, if I come off it for a bit or I don't take it, like I forget at night, my sleep suffers. I wake up at 2, 3, 4, 5, like every hour. As soon as obviously, like I said, I take the paste, that one there. One click of that every night, and I'm good. Straight 8 hours sleep.
Where's your shop? My shop's on 40 Borough Road, just right opposite Ross School Wear, if you know where that is. I used to have Jack Hatfield's right opposite as well. I just got on how do I find the link? Is that the link to the website? If you just search UK CBD oils, so oils with an S, then you'll come up with our website, or the website is on here.
I'll do it. Click the link below on our computer, on mine. You'll see it's already on there. You'll be able to get it there for them guys.
Yeah.
Well, any more questions? Come on.
it's ridiculous that these products are so restricted. Yes, and you know how hard it is to promote these products.
That's another thing, yeah.
On social media, I'm actually restricted now. My account, so a lot of my posts don't get seen. So I've got over 2,000 on my business page, and some days I might get 7 see it. It restricts your account. I can't promote business, like I can't pay for advertising. You can't pay for advertising on Google. There is sites out there. I mean, we did get onto Google for a few days recently, then we got took straight off. But there is some companies that get away with it and find loopholes, but they're like normally the bigger companies. Everyone has a cannabinoid system, so if these people are providing the medicine that we need, then it's absolutely brilliant. And Brian, if everyone looks into it, endocannabinoid receptor system.
It's a lot of research.
To be fair, I didn't know about it until I started researching about CBD. I never had a clue about it. I also didn't have a clue about a lot of illnesses out there, like fibromyalgia. How many people suffer with that chronic pain disorder? So many people suffer with it. Please, would you let me know if Brian would give the website address?
Constant pain, you can't get rid of it. It gets you down, and you take Nurofen and gabapentin.
Yeah, that's right.
Morphine and oral morphine. Yeah, it's 3 drops of this and it's gone. It's marvelous stuff.
Yeah, same as my mum and dad. They're the same. My dad's waiting for 2 knee operations. He uses the heat cream himself and the CBD. And my mum as well, with her back, she's got a really bad back, and she's cut down her painkillers as well, bro. Yeah, same as you.
Well, we have a friend there, Lynn and John from Mask. They get it, and she uses the cream, and she swears by it as well because she's got really bad back as well. She's had operations. She's waiting to go in again for it, but she says the cream works really good as well.
Yeah, I like the creams, really good.
Someone was saying, what's the website? He's posted the link.
Have you got the link down below, right? Is that
down below on our computer? If you go down the link down below, you'll see the link to their page and everything.
Not sure.
I am all for natural remedies. My missus bought me CBD oil, but give me a sore napper. What does that mean? That one?
Probably, maybe, yeah. It could be. It might mean upset stomach, possibly.
If you had an upset stomach through it, you probably started on too much food. We've only ever had a couple of people say they've had an upset stomach off it, and it's just because it's too much.
You know what it could be there, guys? I think when people are getting the cheap one out of Holland and Barron, it's only a couple of quid. They're taking 5-6 drops, so they're probably getting your stuff, taking 5 or 6 drops, thinking it's the same.
Possibly, yeah.
Give the stomach bad.
Some companies advise to take a full pipette. The paste.
That one, yeah. Someone's Mark Robertson asked how much the paste was.
It's normally $49, but I think it's on offer at the moment for $44.99.
So if you're looking to see, is there any animal fats in it?
Animal fats. It's got MCT oil, but coconut oil and just raw CBD.
The isolate's mixed with coconut oil, isn't it? Yeah.
The full spectrum capsules, they're not vegan.
No.
But we have vegan alternative, which is 450 milligram on the website.
Show the paste.
And
cartridge.
then
I can go and get one and show them how it works.
So this is the paste. But yeah, that would be vegan friendly.
So
and the oil drops.
That's a paste cartridge, and it just comes out. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm going to try and put it on camera. And it just comes out like that, and you've got a drop. That's one drop there. Where's the camera?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. And then you just rub it into the gums.
Do that. I rub it into my gums, though. Yeah.
I think this is another question. I think, Chrissy.
Yeah.
I think Chris Bray, I think when we advertised the things for you, we did say there would be a small discount code that we could add to them. Don't know from the website.
Yeah. He hasn't set one up.
So I'll just tell people that they're asking. So we'll post it tomorrow.
I could get it set up. He's gonna message Chris Bray. So did you want it? What did you want it as? Taxman.
Yeah, someone just put Taxman, is it Taxman 10 or something like that? Whatever it is.
Taxman would be easier for people to remember.
Yeah.
Don't come back to my door. It's not to do with me.
I get into
good people on tonight. You know, you've got loads in the chat.
Loads.
So carry on talking about it because you've got loads of people interested.
He's just messaged me now. The discount code is going to be BRI15. So BRI15.
BRI15.
Right. Yeah.
Right. BRI15.
Yeah, and all the oils are vegan friendly. Someone asked that earlier.
Yeah, that's good because I didn't remember to ask that one.
I'm just saying, keep talking for a bit because you've got loads on.
Yeah.
Have you thought about writing a book on these products?
No, we can write a book for you. We can write a book for you.
You can write a book. I'm not my
right one together, Brian.
We can write this. Yeah. Yeah, it would be a good idea, wouldn't it? To let people know, because like I say, old people, by my age, people in the 50s and 60s are going, oh, I'm not having that, it's drugs. Like my mum was, I'm not having that. She's like 70 odd, my mum. She would have my dad, I'm not having them drugs. They see the cannabis leaf, they go, oh, they get a bit of a panic attack with it.
well, my daughter's great granddad, he's 94 and he won't take it because he just thinks it's wrong.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact it would help him because he's got really bad arthritis. And I was like to his daughter, what about if we put it in another tub of the cream and not tell him it's CBD? And she's like, I won't take it. Someone saying they're going to make an order. Don't forget to use your discount code BRI15.
Yeah, BRI15.
Is that all lowercase?
I think it'd work both ways, Emma, to be honest. But it's normally in capitals, so BRI15. I think it'd work in lowercase as well, to be honest.
It's good for you, keeping your skin looking great. We do a skin cream.
Oh, I might have some of that.
We've had people using that for things like eczemas, dry skin. It's similar to the heat cream. It's just got different essential oils. So the heat cream's got a bit more like a menthol, like deep heat sort of thing, and then the skin cream's got more one sensitive for your skin.
Yeah. Mark Robinson, my dad won't touch it for the exact same reason. Yeah, a lot of people are like that, mate. Yeah.
Touched on that because I know for a fact with my dad and mum go, I'm not having bloody drugs.
Yeah.
You can't change their minds because they're old fashioned, you know.
We're advertising in North Tees Hospital and one in Hartlepool. So they approached us and asked us to advertise our CBD in there. They do all the business cards. They've got a little video up because more and more doctors are going to start recommending people to go to CBD. Yeah. So obviously when they're going to hospitals or seeing the doctors and more doctors are starting to recommend it, then the older generation that are against it might start thinking, oh, I want to try that.
Yeah, when I was in hospital and I was bad and I got one for your dad, the CBD, and I used it and I was hiding it in the hospital and they said, what are you doing? I said, I don't know, I'll get in trouble. So I didn't know I thought it was still illegal. And this is only this year. But no, she said, I use it. Then I said, then the doctor said he used it. Then another doctor. And I started asking, the spine surgeons. And they went, it's really good for spinal injuries. It's good for this. So loads of doctors now, a lot of doctors are telling people to use it.
One of our friends, Andy Ali, he's asking like serious questions. He's one that asked about the animal fats. He said, "What is on these products?" So, know if he orders, what's the life longevity of it?
Yeah.
Normally, they go out with between like 10 to 12 months shelf life.
It's got the dates on all the batch numbers and dates are on the bottom of the oils.
Our oils have like a 2-year shelf life, but we always just put a year on. But obviously, we don't have the stock for 2 years. We're constantly rotating our stock. Quality show, great guest. Just check the website; it's amazing. Oh, thanks, Matt. My business partner was buzzing about the website comment. We worked really hard on that site. Can you give me, Brian? Could you please give a shout out to
Maria and you never know how you.
Maria, and you'll never know how you love. Are you all right? And your husband, what's he called?
No offense, but this
you'll never know yet. Okay, mate.
Not cannabis oil research.
No, it's not.
No, it's CBD oil. It's full spectrum. It's got the whole plant. It's got all the cannabinoids, but obviously it's got very low THC, which is below 1 milligram. It is classed as a full spectrum product though. It isn't like RSO oil where it's got high THC and things. Some people think that you need the high THC for pain, but it's not the case for everyone. Also, like for cancers and things, obviously we don't make any claims against cancers, but we have had people using CBD. It helps with, like, you know, when they're getting the chemo treatment, so it'll help with the side effects of that. But obviously it's not the same as RSO oil. But it's not just hemp oil. Hemp oil it's suspended in hemp oil, our product, but with the full plant, just very low THC to keep within the law. Hopefully that will change eventually, and we'll be like America where it's more THC in the oils and things like that. But at the moment, we sell what we can legally, but the best quality we can. If it was just hemp oil, it would be a much cheaper product as well.
Someone said if I come in the shop and use Bri 15, will I get the same discount?
Yeah, of course you will. I'll just make sure my staff knows as well.
I'll be getting loads of phone calls, won't I? Right, can you get that stuff cheap? Get us 2 bottles, please.
I suffer really bad with arthritis in my ankle and feet. I'm only 35, so I'm still really active when the pain lets me. But would this product help?
You can't claim, but I can say
we can't make claims, but we have a lot of people using it for arthritis. Like my partner just said, he used it.
I got arthritis in my hands, from boxing and over the years.
You could start with just a CBD cream and rub it into the area, see if that's enough for you. Some people find the cream's enough, or you could try an oil drop or bundle it together. And we do bundle deals with the cream and the oils.
Well, I know Lynn, who's my friend, and John. He has a shop, like the vapor shop in Redcar, and his wife gave me a tiny little bit on my hand, and it worked really good. The stuff, you know, it does work for arthritis. I've got it terrible in my knees. I get gout as well. It helps people with gout. It's really good for things like that. So it does work, but like you say, everyone's different. Some people might need more. If there's any questions you don't want answers,
what about people who have a nut allergy? Well, that's good.
I've got a severe nut allergy. I'm allergic to peanuts. So I can vouch for that. You'll be fine. I'm fine with it saying that. But I've got a severe peanut allergy and I use CBD. And I'm fine.
Yeah, he needs to take an EpiPen out everywhere, but sometimes he forgets it.
Yeah, I've had a few scares.
A lot of people call me a nut.
Do you have any guidelines for pets? We normally say speak to your vets, especially if they're on any medications. My dad's dog was on it for 4 years with no issues. In the end, he was on a high dose because of his pain. Like, he had bad arthritis in his spine and his legs. He was old though. He was like 15 and a half, a husky. So it was a very old dog.
What's your phone number?
I don't know off by heart.
I'll get it off the well, yeah.
But yeah, again, just speak to your vets if they're on any medication, but start on a low dose if they're not.
Yeah. Especially with a little dog.
Yeah, little dogs, yeah. We've got a woman who comes in and she gets it for a Frenchie. It's got epilepsy, but it only takes a couple of drops a day. And that's enough for that dog.
That's marvellous.
Gets head tremors. 1,000,000%. My dog suffered with head tremors and it's helped.
Really, my dog used to get head tremors, Chrissy, and it was an American bulldog. And she had like head tremors where her head used to shake.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And she used to take that and it really helped her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good for dogs.
Yeah.
On the phone number.
Yeah, the phone number.
Yes, 01642.
So 01642
909
766.
766.
Any more questions, anyone, before we go? Last few minutes.
What about cats? We have had people getting the CBD for the cats as well. Again, I would go more for the isolate range to start with, or very low strength full spectrum because of the THC, so like 250 milligram. Just with the THC, animals react differently to us. I take CBD every night. I have severe arthritis.
Good.
So that sounds about it then, doesn't it? Because
Yeah.
that's going a bit stiff. So you've heard it from me.
Yeah, we're in Middlesbrough. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
We're in Middlesbrough and
Yeah.
we're on 40 Borough Road, right opposite Ross Schoolwear. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 till 5:30 and 9 till 4 Saturday.
Yeah. And I use it, and I only use a tiny bit the size of me for my injuries. That works for me. So it's going to work for me. It's going to work for anyone. So everyone's different, like we said. Just start off with a low dose, build up slowly till you get to where you're at, and you think, boom, that's the one for me.
Someone asking, does it come back in your system as cannabis if I get tested?
No.
It's very low THC, so it shouldn't.
That's all they test for. This when they test stuff like that, they test THC levels. They don't test CBD levels.
We've got people using it working offshore, and they've been fine.
Yeah.
But if you are worried, I'd speak to your employees and ask about it.
Yeah.
But we do have the THC-free stuff, but obviously it's not as good as a full spectrum product. But I would just start on a lower dose one as well, because it's very low THC in it.
I think there's some more questions.
Can you do a video showing it being used on a dog? Yeah, we could get it. Well, I haven't got a dog personally, but we could get a video done and upload it to YouTube or
we'll
on
share
our website.
Yeah.
Just I'll lose my job.
Oh, yeah, you're better off speaking to your employee.
Yeah, but that, really. we haven't had anyone fail any drug tests with our full spectrum products. So you shouldn't, but I would always double check with your employee what they think about CBD, because some companies frown upon it, especially like offshore companies.
Yeah. Old-fashioned ones again, see. All the people, it's drugs and drugs. I haven't really done it because of claims and stuff, but everyone I know has took it as offshore, and everyone I know has been tested when they've been driving, and they take 3, 4, 5, 6 drops a day. They've never come back.
No,
if you were to take it now, went driving, and then you were pulled over and swabbed within half an hour or so, then it could show as a false positive, because obviously you've just had it in your mouth. But other than that, it shouldn't show.
Well, with a urine test or a blood test, that wouldn't come up.
Pace that your man uses.
Yeah, it's because of the THC so low. It would be very. I mean, it might show up slightly, but it depends what. Some people might have a zero tolerance THC level in their testing.
At the moment, Mark, we only have the 1,000 milligram one.
That's what he said. Yeah, the one I take.
That's the strength he's on, and he's tried oil drops, capsules, and he finds the paste is the best for him. As you know, I work with dog unit, and my mate dog got his back leg cut off and lost his paw. Now suffers from PTSD, so I took him in as a pet. Oh, I said that. If you're wanting to try CBD for your pets, we would again advise just the pure range and salmon oil, and speak to your vet. We also have just these little hemp treats in. They're not CBD, but they're just hemp treats for calming for your dogs. But they're not obviously the same as the CBD, but they would be fine to take without speaking to your vet. But obviously the CBD would recommend if you're on any medication.
So
will it work for brain tumours? So I've got a customer who comes in all the time, and he had a brain tumour 3 years ago, and he's in all clear now, and he takes his CBD, but he's very healthy with his eating.
I train with him every day, actually. He's a friend of mine. We train every day now.
We don't claim that the CBD cured his tumour. He had all his treatment with the doctors and his surgery.
But he really swears by CBD.
And my business partner, his girlfriend is also suffering, and she's stage 2 brain cancer, and she's just had her second operation this year. But she does take all the CBD products and things, helps her keep relaxed and sleep.
Yeah.
I broke my feet a couple of times, so when I'm working 12-hour shifts, my feet really hurt and really need some help. With that, you could try creams to rub into the area, or like the oil drops. It's just finding out what product works for you, basically.
Yeah, someone's put the paste works best for me. Yeah, same as me.
What type would you recommend, please? Because it's my mother with a brain tumour. I would go with a full spectrum product.
Yeah. You can't claim anything that's going to do anything with it.
No, but it would help keep her relaxed, and if she's having any sort of treatments, it can help with that side effects.
I think what it's good for as well is when you have ops, like I've had 2 major ops in the last 9 months. The worst thing is trying to get to sleep, and you can't recover if you can't sleep. This helps you sleep. So if you take it, you can fall asleep and then you can rest. And when you rest,
you recover better. You
can heal. Like you said, the restless leg syndrome is another one that helps me with. Really good.
You take magnesium for that as well.
Yeah, I take magnesium. I get the same by restless legs. Yeah, I take magnesium alongside it as well.
Someone asking, does it work for cluster migraines? Again, everyone's body's so different with CBD. So for some people it might do, for some it might not. It's worth a try for anyone suffering with any sort of condition. Again, it's just find out what dose would help you.
Someone's just asking what you've used, Bri. I said you've got the drops, the cream, and the capsules off Chrissy.
If you give me that there, just show one there. I've got that, the CBD one there, if you can see.
Yeah,
that's 3 drops in within about 40 minutes to an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. I can feel it. You don't get dizzy and all over that stuff.
And you've got the cream and the capsules.
And the cream and capsules I take on the daytime because they're a little bit. I don't like the taste. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's a very earthy taste, isn't it?
Yeah, but I have a drinking chocolate with it before I go to bed, so the drinking chocolate takes away the taste.
I have something after a drink straight away.
Yeah, it does work. Honestly, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't have it if it didn't work, and I wouldn't hoodwink people and let them waste the money.
Look, there's one empty bottle. There's his empty one.
I guarantee you 100% it works on me, and it works on Lynn, doesn't it? Remember Lynn?
Yeah.
With John.
Do you show people how you take it so people know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
put it in there. Then. So you tip it in your mouth.
Let's give them up. And then just under the thumb.
Yeah, under there. And then 90 seconds. You hold it. And it seeps through. But it doesn't affect you. It only affects you, calms you down. It stops you having panic attacks, anxiety, helps you with gout, helps you with depression, helps you train. Our friend would just give it to him, little AJ.
Yeah.
His mum takes it and he's phoned me tonight saying my mum's for the first time in years she's done the washing in the house, bent down and picking things up and she can't even move. She's only used the exact same stuff as we've got here. She's only been on it since yesterday and it's working.
And Don, who's ordered off you as well, you sent a parcel to, I think it was Darlington.
Yeah.
Don, he's ordered off you and he said that it's been taken away his anxiety and everything, so it's really helped with him.
Yeah.
Someone said, can you use it to help sleep, mellow you out? Should it only be taken for pain and stuff? No, people use it for all
just general health, general well-being.
Yeah, general health and well-being.
Yeah.
If you get anxiety on a night before bed, it'll help relax you there. But with the CBD, we can't tell people how much they need to help them. Again, that's why the doctors probably frown upon it because they don't know how much someone needs. Everyone's body is just so different. Do you sell these products abroad? Yeah, we do. We actually have a wholesaler that sells our brand in Bulgaria. And also there was a counterfeit brand of ours in Spain where they were trying to fraud our branding a few years ago.
That tells you something, doesn't it? Yours is selling, somebody else is copying it. So when somebody copies it, you're going to be doing something good.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you said. Yeah, it was just olive oil in there or something. Someone was it looked terrible. The packaging was awful, but it was the same. They tried to copy the branding.
There's a picture somewhere on my social media when I found out. Can it have side effects from weed like psychos? No, it doesn't have that sort of side effect. That's the problem with weed at the moment because it's grown such high THC. It's the
different strains and that.
It's if you're smoking it all the time, it's the depression it could cause some people.
I can guarantee you've got no side effects whatsoever, psychosis or anything like that.
No.
If you do the opposite, it calms you down, where the other stuff makes you go psychotic because of the THC. It's that high in it.
Yeah.
Chemicals, and they don't wash it out properly, don't clean it, but people are smoking it with all these chemicals in, and that's why they're all going. And I talked to someone, there was more people getting sectioned through that type of the cannabis than any other drug. So this is really good because this is like a legal drug you can take. It's in health shops and it's in hospitals and doctors use it. So it can't harm you like the other stuff.
No, if it could cause stuff like that, it wouldn't be allowed to be sold. But the novel food application that we're going through, that's to say that it's safe, basically. So they have declined some companies up to now, but we should be fine on ours.
Well, that's great. Right, I think we'll leave it there, guys. And thanks for coming on the show and letting everyone know, and especially educate me as well and everyone else out there. So, Chrissy, Sam, on the road, it's there, and they can drop it off for you. It's all free in the Middlesbrough area, and they're great people. And I guarantee you that this gear works if it doesn't come and see me.
Cheers, Brian.
Hopefully we'll get you back on in a couple of months or something, because it'd be just for people to know if people have ordered it, and then maybe just to talk. People are really interested.
Yeah, you'll get the results of people a couple of months' time to see how it's worked. Okay, guys, speak to you soon. Love you,
Bye. Bye.